To complete the work, but neither are you free to desist from it. We have an obligation to actively participate in repairing brokenness in our world, in restoring balance. In the last few years, we have become more and more aware of the challenges facing our pollinators, particularly honeybees. In the face of widespread colony collapse disorder, we are beginning to understand how deeply the choices we make affect our pollinator friends, and in turn, how profoundly we are affected by the good or poor health of our pollinator communities. At Bela Farm, we currently have 6 of our own beehives, plus an additional 6 belonging to our friend and mentor, Miley Norden, with whom Sabrina has been apprenticing for the last few years. With the help of 20 community members this fall, we extracted 50 gallons of honey, and we sold all 1,000 jars in just 1 week's time, demonstrating an incredible demand in our community for local, sustainably raised, raw honey produced by your very own local Jewish beekeepers and our 360,000 honeybees. Woo. So we decided that over the next 6 years, we should scale up our beekeeping efforts, and we will be growing our apiary to 30 hives so that we can meet our community's Rosh Hashanah honey needs. And in order to support our growing bee population, we are planning to plant 2 million wildflowers as part of 20 acres of what we are calling bee pasture. According to both Sabrina and Google, it takes 2 million flower visits to produce 1 pound of honey. Our next speaker is one who heeds the wisdom of Pirkei Avot and takes action. 2 years ago, Ryan Storm donated a portion of his bar mitzvah gifts to purchase a honey extractor for Shoresh and was able to assist in our first ever honey harvest with his family. I am thrilled that Ryan is here tonight to share with us how he channels his passion into action. Ryan started his blog in 2008 when he was 8 years old, reviewing restaurants he would go to with his family. He's had the great fortune of eating amazing food and connecting with many organic farmers, chefs, and food advocates. Food is one of his favorite pastimes, and he enjoys writing about it and really enjoys eating it. The politics of food, the marketing of junk to kids, and the issues surrounding our food system, including saving the bees, have all become of great interest to Ryan, and he believes that we can all be a part of the solution. He is a grade 10 student in Northern Secondary School and contributes to his blog as often as he can, while learning as much as he can and then sharing it with others. Ryan's connection to Shoresh began 2 years ago when he took a trip to the Covenant Garden with his synagogue group as part of his B'nai Mitzvah program, and that inspired him to donate to Bela Farm's bees. Please join me in welcoming Ryan Storm.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to start by saying that I'm very excited and happy to be here tonight and to share this time with all of you. A special thanks to everyone who was part of the Snacks and Schmooze earlier. It's so great to be at an event where the food and drink is clean and it's made by local food heroes who care. When Risa invited me to speak, she asked me to share how I translate my passion into action and to address environmental activism. Although I am definitely passionate, I never actually set out to take action on any subject or to be an activist. And I don't even really think of myself as an activist now. Maybe I'm just an accidental activist. I never knew that starting a restaurant review blog in 2008, when I was 8 years old, would be about change, activism, saving the bees, fighting with the Canadian Sugar Institute, or advocating for organic food. I simply thought it was my own little project to describe how great chefs in food were to whoever might have been reading my reviews. How wrong I was. It's amazing to figure out that everything we do actually matters and has some effect in one way or another, and it can morph into something much different or much larger than we originally intended. One of my first reviews was actually of a burger at the Drake Hotel where Anthony Rose was the chef. And here we are today, sharing stories together. Stuff just happens when you put yourselves out there. It's what I've learned, and I hope to inspire everyone to do the same. I'm aware that I am very fortunate to be able to enjoy awesome, amazing food, and I appreciate how lucky I am to make the choice with my family to shop from organic farmers direct from our markets, and eat at the best restaurants. I know this is a privilege, but I look forward to it being accessible to everyone. We all deserve to feel good and eat real food. My connection to Shoresh began 2 years ago, as Risa said, when I took a trip to Kavanaugh Gardens with my synagogue as part of my bar mitzvah program. And that inspired me to donate to Fellow Farms Bees, which then got my mother involved, and then she joined the board of Shoresh. And then here I am speaking at an event that she worked on. Anything can happen when we put ourselves out there. It's a domino effect. Generally speaking, I think kids are more curious and more open-minded than adults, as we're supposed to be learning every day. With less responsibility and more flexibility, we can be more open to learning and change. So although kids learn from adults, I think adults can really take a lead from us kids too. This leads me to what I want you to take away from my speech this evening. There's 3 things that I think are so important for all of us to practice every day. 1, question everything. Why are you making that choice? Is it intentional? Are we going through our day on autopilot? Do you need to buy breakfast from a fast food joint, or can you make something at home and support a good food system, your own health, and save money and time? Ask where your food comes from. Ask your farmer if they use pesticides. Ask what farm the greens are from at the restaurant you frequent. Shouldn't we know? Bottom line, be curious. 2, care about the information you learn and use it to do different and better. When you read an article about the bee decline, or that drinking soda pop every day is dangerous to your health, all with proven science, don't just ignore, shake your head, or worry. Change what you were doing. As my mother says, you have a choice to be part of the solution or you are part of the problem. Let's be part of the solution together. 3, share. When you learn something great, pass it on. For example, a great restaurant serving organic food, a new source of local honey, Fellow Farm, or anything else that may be important. This isn't just food related, of course. When you learn something that feels wrong, pass it on. For example, when you read an article or watch a video online and learn that sugar is evil and why, pass it on to help someone else. We are all here tonight because someone shared with you somehow, and that's hopefully going to lead to so much change and support of Shoresh, who is charging the change that we need. It's all about the connection we have to who we are and what we do. I am, for one, so thankful to Shoresh and for all that they do. I am so happy that I went on that field trip led by Risa 2 years ago. It led to my learning about organic farming, the bee decline, and that ultimately led to my decision to donate to Shoresh as part of my bar mitzvah project. That led to me speak in front of the Beth Torah congregation at Rosh Hashanah about how sacred the bees are, and of course, speaking here tonight. Although being inspired led to me giving generously, I have definitely received more in return. I believe we all have. Let's all care to make the best decisions we can every day. We all can be part of the solution.